Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. Welcome back to another live show on the channel. Match preview for the game tomorrow. Second leg of the Carabao Cup. Away to Manchester City, 2-0 down on aggregate. Just to let you know, we do have Tony joining us as well. He'll be here very, very shortly. And Manchester City again tomorrow in the second leg. Very well, and you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up.
Ask if you want to come on, but you bottled it.
No. And smash that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, and we enjoy what we bring out for you. And please hit the bell. It lets you know whenever we are live or when pre-recorded videos uploaded. So would you believe they've just got back to us, actually? So would you believe it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look again. The comments. Good evening, Trev. Brian, good evening. 100%. We will get another Tonkin tomorrow, sadly. But we're going to have to take it until 5-0 is gone. 3-0 Man City, 5-0 on aggregate. Lee, good evening. The last time we beat Arsenal 2-0 in their own backyard, it can be done, but we need to score first by any chance. Yep. Niall, good evening. David, good evening. Chippers, good evening. John's in the chat. Hope you're well. Andrew, hope you're well.
Have you seen Martin's comment in the chat?
Oh, yeah, yes. I've just seen it now, Martin. Yeah, that's no worries. That's no worries. No, don't worry about it.
Are we doing well?
We'll be keeping well as well, then. I would start with the kids tomorrow night. We need to focus on somehow securing European football in the league, and our squad is outrageously thin and numbers and quality. If we get an early goal, be game on. Well, it will be, but I'm in prices of shut next to down the counter as I am doing tomorrow. That's understandable, Martin. But don't let them get to you, is all I can say, Martin. Don't let them win. Just don't let them win it. Just don't. Well, then, let's discuss. I mean, I'm not hopeful.
Tip, I say to come on Thursday for the review.
Oh, I'll come on Thursday. Well, if you want to, Chippers.
But you bottled. Hey! You bottled it today when I asked if you wanted to come on, and you said no.
No. Its own fan base of I can understand. Oh, but sorry to hear about that. It shouldn't be like that, though. This football fan should be getting together. Be careful what your success you want. Yes, Tony. Here he is. Gary, Tony.
Hi, everybody. All right? Yeah.
Good to have you, Tony. We know you are going to be off to a league game tonight, but unfortunately,
the weather's atrocious, and the travelling conditions are just absolutely horrendous tonight. The floods everywhere, and it's just like I'm not going to bother.
It must be bad down there. Well, let's start with you, Tony. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not hopeful for tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm, as much as I would love to turn this around, I can't see it happening, Tony.
No, I mean, look, first of all, I just want to say on the transfer window front, not a great window, obviously, because we didn't bring anybody in. Obviously, Lascelles has gone out, and there's been a couple of loans gone out.
Man.
But yeah, as I say, not great on the transfer front. You know, considering we've got like a crisis in midfield, we've got a couple of players out injured. It would have been nice to bring somebody in. I know Eddie Howe saying, "Oh well, we couldn't get any loans in because we're competitors," but I think that's a lot of BS in my opinion. Because I'll tell you why. Because there is players out there who we could have got in, like Angel Gomez. He's gone to Wolves, so why couldn't we have gone for him? You know,
he's gone to a team that's pretty much down.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got to buy close to buy him if they want to, but I can't see it happening. And look, in all honesty, I just think it's been absolutely joke. I think it's just been an absolute joke this month, considering we're taking a huge risk now, because now that January window's finished now, this winter window's gone. We are now still competing, obviously, Carabao Cup. at the moment. But we've got the FA Cup to come. We've got Champions League playoffs to come, which potentially get with a tie with either Chelsea or Barcelona. And obviously we want to try and finish in a European place this season again. But we've now heightened that risk of not doing any of that because of not bringing players in the January window. Now, there's a lot of theories going around. Is Eddie Howe going at the end of the season? Are the owners not giving him money because they don't want him having money? And that's the thing. You just don't know. And just so many rumours going around, and it's just, to be honest with you, the January window can be a hard window, though. It can be difficult, and sometimes players are overpriced in January as well, as opposed to the summer. So, as I say, we'll just wait and see on that one. But we'll just have to do with what we've got now and see where we end up at the end of the season. I still hopeful we can finish in a European place, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. If we can sort our away form out.
Just as your mate, hello, Darren.
Oh God. But are you predicting we're gonna? Are you gonna? Do you think? Are you not feel hopeful for tomorrow, Tony?
I mean, look, we're 2-0 down in the tie. I mean, well, if we get an early goal, then who knows? But it depends how we turn up. It depends, what team we put out tomorrow, because we've got a Premier League game Saturday as well. Also, it depends what team Man City put out tomorrow. Now, people say, Man City have a weekend side, but they don't have a weekend team. That's the thing. They have strength and depth all over the place. So, you can't say Man City have a weekend side.
No.
So you look at the players that they can just bring into a side, even young players they can bring in. Their youth systems so far advanced.
No.
But look, as I say, if we get an early goal, who knows? I mean, look, Man City, everybody thought they were going to run away with it against Tottenham on Sunday when they were 2-0 up at half time, and Tottenham pegged them back to 2-2. So, anything can happen. And let's hope. Let's hope we do start and get an early goal. If we do get off to a fast start with an early goal, then I'll probably be pretty hopeful. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. But if Man City score the first goal, then obviously it's a mountain to climb then, isn't it? But yeah, he had a hard place to go to as well.
It is. We know it is, Tony. I mean, we haven't won there since the last time we were in the League Cup back in 2014. That's a while ago now. It really is. And we haven't scored at Manchester City since 2018.
Yeah, it's not a great record, is it?
Well, we know it's not a great record.
I mean, you go back to that Liverpool game Saturday. For the first 36 minutes, we were the better team. Mm-hmm. Even their fans were on their backs. So if we could have gone to half time against Liverpool 1-0 up, who knows? Who knows? It could have been a totally different game.
It could have possibly been. But Mason, what did you make of Eddie? Have you caught Eddie's press conference this morning?
I didn't bother watching that. I didn't bother watching them, to be honest.
Well, he was on about why we didn't sign anybody, and again he says financially we were not in a place to do it.
Well, I read something this afternoon about he was doing PSR, which didn't niche at Sherlock. I didn't bother watching the press conference because they were a load of shite. I mean, Chipaz, fuck off. I never know the shite. And I said it in the TTR chat early on. I think somebody's losing their job at the end of this season. Because it's looking like that. It's just a matter of when. But it's looking more likely it's going to be at the end of the season, because when I went to the fan event at the start of December, Ross Wilson said we had money, but Eddie Howe says we don't have money. Chippers, nice try. But I think somebody's telling shit, and I think it's Eddie Howe, because Ross Wilson can't come out and say it at a fan event. We've got money, but Eddie Howe says we haven't got money.
I think we did have money.
I think Eddie Howe's talking shit. Chippas don't get to start with that fucking PB belt.
No. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. Coffee. Good evening. I missed the press conference as I was on busy today.
We've got coffee's starting to be like Lewis with the trains.
Eddie, same old shit again. Getting pissed off with it. He sounds like Steve Bruce. Good evening, Jim. Hope you're keeping well.
No, Julie, it's that one from Hartlepool.
It's not Chris Kavanagh tomorrow. It's someone else.
It's the one from Hartlepool.
Chippers is asking, why did we not sell Willock for 20 million and get someone in fresher and younger?
Don't I?
Oh, God, don't I? If Ross Wilson walks in the summer, that shows Eddie is a problem to work with.
Tony, what game were you supposed to be at the Neat?
Needham Market versus Sudbury.
Bowie Town's game just came up on my phone. They're getting beat 1-0.
But you just assume you couldn't get there. Christopher Tony, Andy Howe, Stephen Nixon, and Eddie Howe were the only senior figures at the club in the summer. So, which those three are responsible for wasting 250 million on complete rubbish?
Well, isn't Andy Howe supposed to be the transfer expert as such? So I would have said there'd be communication between himself, Eddie Howe, whether Steve Nixon had any say in that, we don't know. We had no director of football at the time either, did we? Our sporting director. So could be all three are to blame. Let's be honest.
Well, Chippers thinks all three are to blame. Andy Howe, I reckon, he's there by nepotism, obviously, as well. Well, Man City can't play Gahey tomorrow.
It's a shame. It's a shame because I want them to score tomorrow.
Oh, you would. He can't play tomorrow because you can't. Then it's classed as they're not allowed to get them. They can't play if they've missed out on the first leg. So that's why Gay is not playing in the squad tomorrow. But Man City have got reinforcement at the back. It was a carcass of a press conference. I didn't watch it. I just read off what was said and all of that. So, but Mason, injuries, no Bruno still, no Joe Linton, and now Lewis Miley's missing for tomorrow.
I think, and the Chippers and I are on for me, but please, I'm trying to see something serious. I think we're probably going to see quite a few more. How you see, more youth on the bench tomorrow, because obviously with the injury crisis we've had, and obviously no incomings. I think we'll probably see quite a few of the youngsters tomorrow. Nathan tried it was.
No, I've got the game on my phone.
And for example, right, I know we criticise Chelsea all the time because of the money they spend on players. But the fact is, they give you a chance. Even and another bring players in and all that, but they still put players in their own youth. Why can we not? They're trying to go and try and win. Well, they were, but I didn't have got a chance of doing it. But they've got a chance of either going through the Carabao Cup final, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League.
Yep.
With kids, but we don't give kids a chance. That's what Howe needs to do. Give them a chance. And I probably won't win a Man City tomorrow, but give them a chance.
Let's have it right. Eddie didn't sign rubbish in the summer. All of them played well last season. Eddie has made them shit or not played them properly. I kind of agree with that. Ramsey, I don't think we're playing to his strengths. He's more of a 10. Alanga, apart from a few games, has been very disappointing to watch. Voltemada is on a goal drought at the moment. I personally think the formation doesn't work. Wissa, I think we've completely spent over him. We have. Andy Howe would have blamed Nixon as Leslie and Mitchell, and the two of them managed to get rid of him. I get the feeling that since winning the cup, Eddie thinks he's immune to any criticism. The Carabao Cup is brilliant, but we need more than that, given the squad investment over the years. I think David's just made a point there.
We haven't spent money in January since we're saying Gordon. That's it. And now we're saying Harrison Ashby, but he hasn't been given a game.
Not sure he would have come to us bench for much. It was he went the Mackham signed Jack for 50 million. Could he not have done a job for us? It's a good question. David thinks, should we start Asula tomorrow? I can't see it happening. But I mean, who do you think Eddie should bring in tomorrow, Tony?
Well, I mean, look, you could always say we should probably try a couple of younger players as such, you know. I mean, this Leah Shahar supposed to be, you know, an up-and-coming right back. So many rave reviews about him in the under-21s. You know, give Trippier a rest Trippier for the weekend, maybe. You know, with 2-0 down the tie, yes, okay, we want to try and get something out of the game. But you could give a couple of youngsters a try. So maybe someone like a Shahar, give him a go right back. I mean, I know Jacob Murphy ended up at right back at the weekend. But I wouldn't want him playing right back all the time because he's not a right back.
No, definitely not.
So yes, I would certainly try give him a go at as I say, give him a go at right back and see how he does. You know, you're never going to know if you don't try these players. As I say, you look at different teams. Okay, some teams have got better probably youth setups than what we've got at the moment. We're trying to build our youth setup. So as I say, yeah, I would definitely try him. And then maybe just bring a youngster off the bench, maybe in the second half, someone like a Sean Neve or, you know, who's been on the bench quite a bit and has actually got a Carabao Cup winners medal as well.
That's it.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be against that. Even if we're down in the game, just say to him, there you go, there's 20 minutes, go and see what you can do for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long Miley's out for. I'm hoping he's back for the weekend.
It was, man. Right, put it in the perspective since we're playing Manchester City tomorrow. Oscar Bob played his first game for Man City against us. Look what he does. He scores a winner. Why can we not have players like that? And I'd have got they've let him go into Fulham and got profits from him. That's what we should be doing.
David thinks we should start Ramsdale instead of Pope.
Doubt it.
I can't see that happening. Eddie, is what's wrong with the... See what's happened to the Korean kid? He's not getting an opportunity now, is he?
No.
He's really not now. So, unfortunately not. Good evening, Magpie 50. Eddie has only one tactical method. All the Premier League teams know how to beat us. He is running the first team in the ground. We are getting stuffed at City. I've got to agree there. A lot of our players, Tony, are getting far too tired. They're asking to come off. And Eddie says either is ignoring it or he says, no, you'll be fine just for a little bit longer. And look what happens after that. There's an injury about to happen, or an injury has happened.
Yeah, because we're expecting these players to play 2 or 3 games a week, you know, and it takes a toll on your body at the end of the day. You know, it's like some people say, oh, Voldemort's not doing well or Visser's not doing well. But then when you look at it, one game it'll be Voldemort starting, the next game it'll be Visser starting and Voldemort put back on the bench. And you know, and that's the thing, that they're not getting that level of consistency to keep scoring goals. And when they keep getting taken out of the team, you know, that it disrupts their rhythm, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, I would just like to see Eddie change a bit of formation as well, rather than just sticking with the 4-3-3.
It's like when we changed to 3 centre-backs in PSG. Look how well it worked. We revert back to 4-3-3 against Liverpool. We only played so well for so many minutes. And after that, we just absolutely capitulated. And you know what was going to happen from... And Liverpool absolutely buried us after that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think tomorrow as well, I think you play Ramsdale and goal ahead of Pope, if I'm honest.
Do you think so?
After Pope dropping that clanger at the weekend as well. It's not the first clanger he's dropped this season either, let's be honest. We know what he did at Marseille when he come racing out of his area. So, you know, give Ramsdale a shot in goal. You know, I still don't know why we used a loan dealer for Ramsdale as a backup keeper when we could have got an outfield player on loan, you know. I know we did try and get Trafford in the summer, but he went off to City. And again, he's not been that great for City.
I think he'll probably play in goal again. I think he will probably play in goal again for Manchester City because
he'll start them all.
Manchester City chop and change goalkeepers in competitions. Normally, it'll be Donnarumma in the Premier League and the Champions League games. For the cup games like the FA Cup, it's now going to be Trafford. It's a bit like when they had Edison and Ortega. Edison would play the Premier League games and the Champions League games. Ortega will play the cup games, the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. So that's why I think Trafford will play tomorrow for them.
If we hadn't have signed Ramsdale, I would have took Ortega, me, because I think he is a decent keeper. Ortega.
He's not a bad one. If Howe didn't win that cup last season, he did the same couple of years ago with Isak and Wilson, didn't he? Yep. Eddie was the perfect manager to rescue and delivered us our first trophy equals legend. But now it's surely time for a fresh voice with fresh ideas and a new playing style. It's needed for all involved.
Hello. David's comment. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello. RM.
Oh, God.
Sure, you should have got that straight away.
Russell
Martin.
I've been Eddie in, but after absolute recent performances and the absolute bullshit he's coming out with, he's done. For me, get him gone. So Jim's now swung. He's now on the Eddie Howe out situation. And I know you have swung to that way now, Tony. And again, I can understand why people have swung that way to Eddie out now, because yes, it's good doing well in the cups, but the Premier League is normally our better, but even though we're in the Carabao Cup. But you look at our away performances in all competitions, they've been absolutely drastic apart from maybe a couple.
Yeah, I mean, our away form's been absolutely shocking this season. I mean, going down to Wolves and drawing 0-0 there, I mean, no disrespect to Wolves, but we should have absolutely battered them. You know, we had chances to score, we just didn't put them away. That's the problem. And it just made the performance look worse than it was. But if we could have sorted this away form out, I mean, we would have been a lot higher up in the table, and when you think we've lost 16 points from winning positions, add them 16 points to where we are now, you can just imagine where we would have been. But that's the problem. Some games we've just gifted goals, we've looked shaky at times. People are pointing the finger at Howe on Saturday for a couple of the goals. He can't do nothing about the fourth goal when Pope dropped the ball and Canati put it in because it hit him on the backside and went in. But that's just an unfortunate deflection that can happen to anybody. It wouldn't have come about if Pope hadn't dropped the ball. But the away form is really concerning this year, and I think we would have been a lot higher up in the league if it wasn't for our away form.
Mm-hmm.
And Mackham's, again, that should have been a game we should have done a lot better in. And I was really disappointed how bad we were in that game, if I'm honest.
But you said how you think how Eddie Howe should be moved on.
I mean, you look at him, if you watch his body language on the touchline and things like that, he just looks like a man under pressure.
Mm.
And, I've noticed a few times in his, not just in his press conferences, but post-match, he seems to be a little bit spiky towards people, like the media and that. And it's that to me makes it sound he's under a bit of pressure somewhere. I mean, look, we can't forget what he's done for us. That first season when he came in, we hadn't won in 14 games, and we got our first win in that December against Burnley with a Callum Wilson goal. And, everybody had us for going down that season. All the pundits said, there's no way Newcastle can stay up. I haven't won in 14 games. No team's ever done it. Mm-hmm. But we proved a point. We did do it. And we ended up finishing 11th. And to be fair, we weren't far off a European place by the time we ended up in 11th place. And then we kicked on. We went to and then we went on to qualify for the Champions League, And the next season, that was absolutely fantastic. But obviously, being all them competitions again, hit us the season after. But as I say, I think you look at Eddie Howe now, and has he reached a certain point now that he thinks he's took us as far as he can? Maybe, maybe not. And we just have to wait and see what happens in the summer.
That's it. But I know you've said, I can understand why you've said. He says, Jim says, Tony, he looks fucking clueless.
Well, as I say, if you watch him in games, when the camera pans him on the touchline, he looks a totally different guy. He just looks like he's like, what will I do? And it seems to be when he brings the triple subs on, it's like, oh, I need these on. It's a panic sub. I mean, like against Liverpool, he brought on Fulton and Vissa together, and I was like, hang on a minute, 2 strikers together. This isn't normal for Eddie Howe to have 2 strikers coming on. But we were 3-1 down, and I was like, well, we ain't going to get back into this. If we were 2-1 down and he brought the 2 strikers on, I would have thought, yeah, okay, I understand that. But 3-1 down, I couldn't understand that. And
if I was Eddie Howe, I would have put off Sula, Baltimore, and we still on over at half time. That's what I would have done.
But the problem is, we don't. You see, Fulton Border, he was banging the goals in for us, and then they've dried up. But the problem is, if you look at the Germany team when Voldemort has played, he's been banging them in for Germany. But that's because their formation's a hell of a lot different to ours. They play 4-2-3-1, but we don't.
Yes, that's what we should be playing from now on. Yeah, but I'm not hopeful tomorrow. Mason, you're not hopeful for tomorrow?
No.
Tony, hopeful or no?
No, not a 2-0 down. I just look at that and I just think, where are we gonna claw this back from?
I know Man City have not had the greatest the last couple of games, but I doubt us getting anything there tomorrow.
Well,
I mean, Magpie 50's right there saying we shouldn't forget what he's done. Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. We don't forget what he's done. I mean, as I say, he saved the club, stopped it going down. He's had us 2 Champions League places. We got to a cup final in his first full season. Okay, we shouldn't have got beat off that poor Man United side. We should have beat them, in all honesty. You know, but again, we didn't have Gordon playing for us because he was cup tied. Surprise, surprise. Nick Pope got himself sent off the week before, so you can't hold that against Karius. Single. I thought Karius did okay in that final, if I'm honest. But yeah, you know, he won us a trophy last year, and to win us that trophy last year was absolutely fantastic, and you know, something that we'll never forget. We'll always hold on to. But I thought we would have kicked on better this season. You know, I think we're doing well. I thought we're doing quite well in this Champions League as well. We've got to the playoffs, which technically is an achievement. You know, a couple of seasons ago in the Champions League, when it was the group stages, we should have got through that. Even if we'd only got a draw against Milan, at least we would have been in the Europa League. But again, we didn't. And you know, when Eddie says he's learned all this stuff when he's gone around different clubs, when he was, you know, after he got sacked from Bournemouth, I'm still looking and thinking, well, what has he actually learned? You know, because I'm still trying to work out what he's actually learned. So, you know, I'm at a loss here. But I think, as I say, it, you know, with the transfer window closing and not buying anybody, is it a way that the owners have said to him, you know, you're off at the end of the season. We're not going to strengthen in that window. We'll give the funds to somebody new. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. People say, PIF lost interest in the club, but I don't think they have. You know, we've got Ross Wilson in now. We've got David Hopkinson in now, CEO. I mean, you know, Ross Wilson's come out and said that we did have money to spend if we needed to spend it in the right areas. But then Eddie Howe saying we can't spend money because of PSR, and we're sick of hearing those 3-lettered words because those 3 letters are just the bane of our lives. I don't know, honestly, I really don't. I know Bournemouth fans have said Eddie Howe has a certain ceiling. Has he hit that ceiling? Maybe.
I've just had a little look at the players. Mark Hughes saying when he was at in that season when he was at Man City. Joe for 18 million, Tal Ben Hameen for 5, Hudson coming to 6 for 6, Sean Wright for 8.5, Zavaleta for 6.45, Golba, Fabinho, Wayne Bridge, Craig Bellamy, Nigel de Jong, Tay Gillen.
Big Nick will be gone in the summer by, and I think he won't want to stay if Eddie continues, as we are destroying his career, Vince David. Eddie keeps leaving the subs too late. Chippers was already fed up with this season. We all acknowledge what Eddie has done, but just like this, at time of Bournemouth in 2020, we are massively regressing. Maybe he needs a new challenge also. That's what I mean. He stood there, total Jason Tindall, with no plan at all. He's reactive, not proactive, and his reactive defences are shit too. Yeah, he's been learned tactics and dark codes from Simeone Atletico. Magpie thinks Eddie has hit his ceiling as well. Ross Wilson and Eddie Howe seeing different things, so who's telling the fibs? He's blaming PSR, but it's an excuse to cover up the shortcomings of Andy Howe and the recruitment team. PSR isn't the problem, Eddie is.
I've just look at the players I've just read out for Man City and who Mark Hughes saying. All that money he spent and he got the sack.
Yeah, there you go.
The shorty.
You're talking about Mark Hughes there. There's rumours going around today that he could be going to Blackburn.
I could be going back to Blackburn.
Yeah, well, let's try and build a lineup then. Right, in terms of a lineup, is Eddie going to still persist with his 4-3-3, or is he going to switch it round?
I've got a feeling he'll go to a back five.
Andrew. I'm going to message you on WhatsApp first because I need to tell you something. I need
The season is going to put us for a good 5 years. If we don't get Europe, all the stars will be gone. That's what worries me. The quadruple is still on things, Andrew. But I think we're going to be out of one of them.
I'm going to message you on WhatsApp after this because I want to ask you something.
Just so you think it's going to be a back five, Tony?
I've just got that feeling. I've got that feeling that he's going to play
think
back
he might
five.
go that as well. Well, then let's build onto it. Let's make a team out of it. Right, goal is going to be Pope for me. I think it's going to be Pope in goal. So I think it'll be.
I would have gone Ramsdale.
Oh, interesting. I think it'll be Pope for this one. Right, first centre back.
First centre back, Chow.
Chow's been outstanding, but he's getting run into the ground at times as well.
Maybe that's why there's been a few errors from him because tired mind.
Right. Next centre back, Mason.
If he's fit. Botman.
They said Botman is actually okay for tomorrow, apparently.
Like that's the case.
And of course, the last one is going to
Burn.
be Durbin. Yeah, obviously it's going to be Dan Burn. Flat back 10 thinks Trev. Quadruplist is still on of getting knocked out of all competitions, thinks Coffee. Well, right. The wing backs is going to be interesting. So who do you think we think is going to play at right wing back then? It's not going to be Miley, unfortunately, because he's injured. It's either going to be Trippier, unless Eddie gives
Jacob
that.
Murphy.
That's a good shout.
Unless he'll have either Alanga or Murphy right wing back.
Well, I don't think Alanga would suit right wing back. Okay, we'll put Murphy at right wing back. We know he's played there before, so we'll go that one. And then on the left side of the wing back, it's obviously going to be Lewis Hall.
Would you not try Alex Murphy?
See, I would, but does Eddie go with these players? He doesn't.
Well, he blocked him from moving yesterday, didn't he? He didn't want him going out on loan.
Well, true, but that was the time to start using him if that's the case. I think Lewis Hall will play, but that's another player we're starting to run into the ground now as well. He looks knackered.
See, Lewis Hall's the best left back in the country. And the thing is, we don't want to run him ragged, you know. So I would rest him tomorrow, to be honest with you.
The back five is stupid. Why put all of our centre backs on when some need a rest? Possibly. Well,
saying that, you could rest Dan Burn and play Alex Murphy as the left centre back because that's what
good point.
He's a centre back by trade.
Because Eddie's a fanny. Shaha, bet you a pint. Right, if your right back has not worked against City for the past 2 seasons, that's a good point, actually. But it's just what we think Eddie could likely go with. Right, into midfield now. First of all, it's going to be Tonali. Would we agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, I want to get your quotes on this because, again, Eddie Howe has been asked about Sandro Tonali, and he said he's loving this. He's still enjoying playing for this club. But no one apparently seemed to back it up with, but why his performances have certainly taken a bit of a tumble.
Something's not right with Tonali. And it hasn't been and he's been like this for quite a while. I think somebody said it early on. Something's not right behind the scenes for Tonali. I was TDR, Paul. Something isn't right behind the scenes with Tonali. And I agree. I do agree with that.
I don't think he's happy. I think he's if I think honestly, you look at it, I think is he sick of the same old tactics from Eddie Howe? Is he bored? Is he bored of the formation we keep playing all the time? Is, you know, we're not playing to his strengths as such. I mean, you know, is he's probably thinking, why are we regressing so badly? Or does it come down to the point that when these players signed for the club, you know, the club said this is a project that's moving forward and, you know, we want to do this, that and t'other. And is he now looking at that and thinking, have I been sold a lie here to join the club? You know, so something's not right there. So something has to change. But if you're playing the same position, well, same tactics week in, week out, you, as a player, you're going to get bored, aren't you?
That's, in a way, a good point. Yeah, totally. But so we'll go with Tonali. Who's the last one going to put in centre midfield?
Willock.
Ooh, you think it'll be Willock?
Probably will, because we haven't got anybody else in midfield.
Still got Ramsey, but
there's Ramsey as well. But
he doesn't give Ramsey a chance. That's the thing.
okay, we'll go with Willock then. So we'll go on to the attacking three now then.
Well, I mean, the way I would do it is, that's the point where they come off injured. So maybe we'll go Ramsey then in that midfield.
Okay, should we change it then? We'll go Ramsey instead.
Yeah.
We'll go Ramsey instead of Willock. Okay, then, right. So we'll go on the attacking three now. We've already put Murphy right wing back.
Yeah, we have. That's the thing. Unless you played Shaw at right wing back and then you...
true. It wouldn't surprise me if Murphy slotted there.
And then play Murphy at right wing. But if you don't, you play Murphy right wing back, then, look, as much as we probably hate to say this, because he hasn't played the best, I would say put Elanga at right wing.
Ooh, Elanga.
There's a reason for this why I'm saying put him there.
Okay,
right?
We'll go with Elanga.
And then on the left, I would put Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good one as well.
And then I think you start with Visser.
Okay, so there we go then. That's our starting 11.
And you put Gordon on the bench. But the thing is, this is Eddie Howe. And for some reason, I think Gordon will start that game tomorrow.
Well, we'll just go with what we would like to see. But we've went with the three centre-backs. We've went with two wing-backs because it looked a bit more balanced at PSG.
It did.
But again, it wouldn't surprise me if Eddie keeps his 4-3-3, unfortunately.
I mean, against PSG, we were absolutely brilliant against them. I mean,
should have won that, yeah.
We should have won that. I mean, Barnes had a great chance. But the thing is, so with the PSG game, we set up really good that day. They got that dodgy penalty, and thankfully, Pope saved that penalty because it was never a penalty in the first place because it come off Barcola's hand and then it hit
Maï's hand.
And what's he supposed to do? So,
that was ridiculous, that.
And then when Vitinha scored that cracker, I mean, you can't take it away from Vitinha. It was a hell of a goal and a hell of a strike, but he did get the space to do it as well. But after that, PSG seemed to go into a mode of slowing the game down, just playing it, passing it about as if they were in a training pitch. And I was thinking, I was actually quite enjoying what they were doing because I thought, well, we've got a chance of getting an equaliser here and we got it just before half time. And I don't think we see any real urgency from PSG until really late on in that game.
No, we didn't.
But yeah, we should have beat them. But they still haven't beat us in the Champions League yet.
Tonali and Ramsey midfield and put Volamada centre attacker midfielder, Wissa centre forward.
But Eddie won't do that though, will he?
No. This is Williams' team. He's gone with Pope, Trippier, I worry.
Yeah.
He's played back-to-back games. So Trippier, I worry. Chow, Botman, Hall, Tonali, Willock, Ramsey, Alanga, Volamada and Gordon. Covey thinks Gordon and Byrne will start.
I wouldn't play Trippier. Look, he's getting on a bit now, Trippier. So he hasn't. No, neither has Byrne. They haven't got the pace now. That showed you at Liverpool when Ekitike got that second goal.
There you go. That's it. Spot on, Tony, and Tonali isn't the only one.
Yeah.
Asula at right wing. Asula hasn't done bad at right wing, but Eddie just doesn't like to pick him though, does he? That's the problem. Could have went in this window, but he picked up injured, unfortunately. So, Man City, I think, I know they've got. Who have they got the weekend? Did you see, Mason? You're on mute.
Liverpool.
Away.
Well, he could, but they'll also want to get the job done tomorrow as well. Because the thing is, Tony, Pep will not want another season will not want to go to another season without a trophy as well. The Noah, he went with the trophy last season. He wouldn't want that again.
No, absolutely not. And he'll be all out to win that game tomorrow. I think they'll still play a strong side tomorrow, Man City.
And they've still got the quality. They've got quality on and off the bench as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if you look at Sunday's game, Foden was on the bench on Sunday, so there's a chance that he probably starts tomorrow.
Yep.
You know,
Holland,
they've got Mamouche as well.
Yep.
He's not a bad striker, is he? He scored a hat-trick against us last season, so, you know, it's as I say, people say, oh, Man City play weekend team. What weekend team? Because he ain't got a weekend side.
No, and they've really strengthened in January as well. Semenyo, will he play again?
Oh, he'll play, won't he? He's banging them in at the minute, isn't he, for them?
Yeah, Cherky, that's another good player. Bernardo Silva, I think, is getting back to his best.
Reinders.
Yes, Reinders. Doku, when he's on his game, he's on his game. And I thought Doku at the first leg was Trippier out right back in that game.
Cherky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trippier on toast a lot of the time.
You've got one.
Cherky, yes, he's good. Haaland, I know he's only scored one goal against us, but I think that'll end at some point as well. I really believe it will.
Got Rodri in the midfield and
good CDM as well.
O'Reilly, the left back, who was his midfielder.
I think Rodri hasn't been the same since he's here injury last season.
Well, true, but he's still not a bad CDM. He really, really isn't. Well, Chow needs a rest bin and is placed. He's good v Haaland. You know, that's not a bad shout as well. Trips is knackered and playing him will make him worse. There you go. 30. There you go. Probably just sends 1-0 to Man City. They score like 10 to 20 minutes and sit back and pass. Just see the game out. 3-0 aggregate win. Oh, God, no, I'm not even that. Chippers lost that yard even. That turtle could beat them. City have the means to change their full 11 and still hammer us. We don't have the squad. Oh, God. It's currently 0-0 between Arsenal and Chelsea at half-time, but Arsenal still winning 3-2 on aggregate. I don't think they'll play a strong team. Jim thinks they don't need to. It didn't had a young kid in the first leg, didn't they? It's centre back, didn't it?
Yes, Max Lane.
That's him. Yeah, they had him.
He's probably used to play cricket and all.
Yeah, he's been in England cricketer, Mark Lane. Yeah,
that's it.
Not a bad bowler.
But I think Trafford will play for Man City again tomorrow, but we need to start testing them this time, Tony, because we did it a few times just to see if you pull a great save, but we didn't test them enough, I thought. And you said as well, Trafford's quite error prone.
Yeah, he is. He can be quite error prone. I mean, you look at him back when he played for Burnley in the Premier League.
God, Chippers, man.
He was absolutely gifting goals all over the place, wasn't he? And so then I think, was it Muric that went in goal for them? And he wasn't any much better, was he? But when they went to the Championship, he had a great season of Championship last season, all those clean sheets, you know. But that's the Championship. Then he went to City, and we've seen him play for City, and he's been woeful. That's why they went and got Donnarumma in.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
He's a Championship keeper at best.
We need to start testing him more this time if we're going to be on our game.
Bit like one of our strikers is a champion. One of our strikers, ex-strikers, is more of a Championship striker than he is a Premier League striker. And I'm talking about Adam Armstrong. That's gone to Wolves now, hasn't he? Because Wolves are preparing for the Championship.
The other two, good head start, man. We can't beat them on a level playing field at all. There you go. We'll get score predictions in then. Right, go on, Tony. What you going with?
God. Oh, do you know, this is going to be a tough one because I just can't see us beating them. I really can't. Can I see us scoring there? Yes, I can see us scoring.
Ooh.
I can see us scoring. Depending on the lineup, of course, but I'm going to go down. I'm going to see a 2-1 City win because I just can't see us beating them. I really can't.
Oh.
I mean, that's horrible for me to say that because I really want to say we can go there and win 3-0, but I'm trying to be realistic as well at the same time, you know.
Yeah, that's it. You want to be realistic, don't you?
So, what would be ideal is if we went there and won 2-0, we take it to extra time and then penalties maybe.
2-0, yeah, we take a game in extra time. 3 goals, we win. If we win by 3 goals, we won.
But I can't see it happening, so I'm going to say 2-1.
Goal scorers, Tony?
Victorian times.
Goal scorer, I'm going to say for us, I'm going to go. Well, if he plays, I'm going to say Lewis Hall.
Oh, interesting one.
Because he's got a good strike on him, Lewis Hall has.
Yep. And for City's goals?
Depends what team they put out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would say probably Semenyo and Foden.
Okay. Right, Mason, what you going with?
I would like to see we come back, but doubt it. Chippers, man.
Oh.
Fuck's sake. And you call me obsessed after the day. Fucking hell. The same one of my goal scores isn't playing tomorrow.
Okay, I knew you would. Okay, Mocky.
2-0 Man City. Hit me a man and John Ray Phillips.
All right, Phillips.
He wasn't bad for Man City. Semenyo and Hall. It's hard because I know they've got Mark D, but you can't play tomorrow.
Okay, so who are your goal scorers?
Semenyo and Holland.
Okay, right, for me, I'm also going 2-0 Man City. I'm going to say Semenyo will get a goal, and I'm going to say And I'm going to say Cherky, and I'm going to say Cherky will score again. So same goal score as it was at St James's. This is what people have gone for. Even if City play their string side, our first team cannot even hit the target or score a goal. Chippers is going 2-0 City. Julie's going 5-0 City. Syndicate Jim's going 3 or 4-0 win for City. Oh, Lee's going 9-0 City. Oh, Lee. I think City will score 2 goals and then converse energy for the next fixture. 6-0 City with me head. 1-0 City with me heart. I haven't missed a match since Victorian times, but I just can't get asked about tomorrow. 4-0 City, we just have too many problems. Andersing's 2-0 penalty for us. 4-1 win for City would be great if we could pull something out the hat. If Gay plays, he could score. Nah, he can't play tomorrow, Coffee. He's cup tied. It only counts if you get the player before both legs. And unfortunately, Man City got Gay after the first leg played. So there you go. Let's just see what happens, I suppose, tomorrow. But I'm not hopeful. I'm really not. The away form's tosh to watch at the moment. It's so bad. As much as I like this, as you know what, as long as we go and give a performance, and I'll be happy. If we give a performance, then give it a right go. But if we just turn up and just don't bother and just expect to, just predict to, just to see us, just to make us go in there to lose the game, that will be enough. But as long as we give it a go tomorrow, let's see what happens. If Spurs can come back from 2-0 down, we can. Williams going 2-2. Man City win 4-2 on aggregate. Hope I'm wrong. Obviously, we're doomed. The City game is 1:30 for me. It's going to be a brutal early weekday morning. Oh, 1:30. Wow. 8 o'clock kickoff here in this time. Game is live on both Sky and ITV, isn't it?
No, just Sky, I think.
All right, because I thought they were putting that.
Arsenal's on ITV tonight.
It's just Arsenal on ITV tonight.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's sold out the boys. Let's see what they can do. If we give it a go, let's see if we maybe get an early goal. Let's see what happens. But I don't think there's going to be a return to Wembley in this competition. Is it the end of the world? We know we won this last season. Is it time? Do we try and go for another tournament? But Aston Villa away in the FA Cup is going to be hard, and depends who else we come up against in the Champions League. And another thing, just before we end the show, I'll get your thoughts on the Mason. What do you make of the putting up of the ticket prices for the Champions League games now?
Piss take. That's piss take.
£65 now. It's gone up a fiver.
For a team like Carabao, are you for fucking real? Fucking hell.
I mean, Tony, what do you think of the ticket prices are now up for this game by £5?
Yeah, I think it's bad because, people, people pay good money to go and watch football, and I think at the end of the day, your supporters are your core customers, and when you've had it at the same all the way through, keep it at the same level all the way through. You shouldn't be able to just put it up whenever you want to, and stick an extra £5. I know some people might say that's only £5. It's not a lot really, but to some people that's a lot of money, especially if it's a family of 4, or so that's an extra £20 on top. Plus, that family of 4 will then want to eat food and drink, and have drinks and things like that. So it all adds up, yeah. So absolutely. So I think it should have been kept at the same.
£60.
Yeah, obviously they've put it up another £5 because we're in the playoffs, and
I mean, I'm wondering how they're going to put it up if we do get to the knockout stages.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. I mean, we should get to the knockout stages. We should beat Carabao.
We should do, but Chelsea and Barcelona, it's going to be one of them too.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be really, really hard, that one.
Although saying that, we did give Barcelona a good game at home.
We did just to see we lost. If
Rashford hadn't scored that wonder goal, I think we could have gotten a draw with that game. If not,
we could have
won it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had chances to get an equaliser.
I just wanted to strike as well.
Yeah.
Because we had Gordon through the middle. Well, let's just see what happens. So, well then, we will call it for this preview. Of course, Tony, we have had Tony on tonight, and Tony has got a channel, the Footy Channel Groundhopper. He was going to be at a game tonight, but unfortunately, weather conditions stopped. So, what will be the next game then, Tony?
The next game will be Saturday afternoon.
Oh, where are we off to this time?
So I'm off to a new ground, so it's about 38-minute drive from me. So it's Downham Town versus Heybridge Swifts.
That's not 1-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, as I say, because the weather's been raining all day. I mean, the matches are on, but it was just like it's when you're driving down a dual carriageway and like the weather's not very good. The roads are flooded and everywhere, and it's like I just thought I'm not going. I'm not going to chance it.
Not going to chance it. But glad we brought you on tonight.
Yes,
that's it. But yeah, so Tony now covers a lot of non-league football, some cracking vlogs. These days, I know as well. And yeah, go and drop Tony a subscription, the Footy Channel Groundhopper. I'm sure you'd really appreciate that. So Tony's got another match on Saturday. Keep an eye out for his vlog for that one. Right, in terms for us, it's the live fan reaction show tomorrow. So that's your platform to have your say on the game. Whether you come on, take part in the live chat, that's fine. Let us know. That's going to be your platform to have your quotes rather than myself and Mason doing the talking throughout that show, where we'll just mostly cover it in our match review and player ratings. Let's see what happens after full time, but I think this is going to be a competition we're going to be heading out of tomorrow. So let's just wait and see, but I think we're going to be out tomorrow. Let's just wait and see what happens. Brilliant show tonight, Pete Mason and Tony. Great to see you all. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Cheers so much. Chesley, brilliant show as always. Much appreciated. Thanks, Peter Mason. Thanks, Tony. See you all tomorrow. We should keep beat Carabao. I don't get why people are outraged at a higher price. The higher you go in any competition, the higher the price. I bet we have the lowest ticket prices of all. I don't know how much the other clubs are charging for the Champions League. So there you go. Keep up the good work, Tony, says Lee. Everyone get your rants ready for tomorrow's show. If we get an absolute tonkering, I think there may be a couple. Good everyone, and take care, says John. Bye, Peter Mason, Tony, and all. And Julie said she can't rant. I'm expecting a tonkin. Hey, well, let's just wait and see. Hey, well then, guys, thank you again for tonight. And we'll see you all again tomorrow for the fan reaction show. Rachel, cheers, Julie. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. We'll see you all tomorrow. Let's see what happens tomorrow then. Anyway, yes, it's the live fan reaction show, Coffee. Night all. Cheers, Jim. See you all tomorrow, guys. Take care all. And Howe the lads. See you later, everyone. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a good one.